Dinshaw.
And I'm Lauren Scott.
In this video, we're going over how household items can get rid of rust.
We have 6 experiments: Coke, vinegar, electrolysis, baking soda, and water, potato and salt, and ketchup. Our first experiment is potato and salt.
This experiment is pretty simple because you just cut open a potato, pour some salt on the metal, and then scrub the potato onto the metal for several minutes.
We didn't expect much from this experiment, seeing that potato is very acidic and salt is just rough.
As you can see, this experiment wasn't highly effective, but we did observe some rust removal due to acylic acid found in the potato.
Our second experiment is going to be Coke.
We expect this experiment to go mildly well because it is semi-acidic, but we don't think it will work as well as our vinegar and electrolysis experiments.
You always hear the tall tale, pour some Coke in a container, put whatever you need in there, and it'll erode away the rust. The Coca-Cola method didn't perform as well as we expected. Even though it has a low pH of around 2.7 and contains phosphoric acid, it only removed a thin layer of rust from the surface.
Our third experiment is ketchup.
We're expecting this experiment to work pretty well because it's acidic and the pH has a level of 2. We're expecting to get most of the rust off, but we'll see.
This method works surprisingly well even though the pH is around 3.9, which is relatively mild on the acidity scale. Because of that, we didn't expect to see significant results, but it removed more rust than we anticipated.
Our fourth experiment is vinegar.
We expect this experiment to go very well because the pH level of vinegar is a 2.5. This is a very low pH level, so it is very acidic, and we expect the rust to be knocked right off. This experiment worked very well, as you can see. We honestly didn't expect such effective results given that the pH level is only around 2.5. However, when rinsing it underwater, the rust slid right off, which was quite impressive. Our fifth experiment is baking soda.
We're not expecting this experiment to work very much because there's 2 bases mixed together. And in order for things to break down, you usually need an acid. experiment was disappointing. Although we knew baking soda was slightly acidic, we expected more rust to be removed. However, we did not see any noticeable results. Our sixth experiment is electrolysis.
Electrolysis is the process where we plug in a battery to our substance, which in this case is vinegar. This causes the electricity to flow through our substance into the compound, which helps break down the compound, which in this case is rust.
This process can either speed up a chemical reaction or cause a chemical reaction that is not possible without electricity.
To set up electrolysis, we had our metal in a plastic container where we connected a black wire to our metal and then to the negative side of a battery.
Then we had a yellow wire connected to a bolt we positioned under the metal and made sure they were not touching, then attached it to the positive side. This experiment was very interesting. As we observed the metal in the container, the vinegar bubbled continuously over 72 hours. You can also see that the rust slid right off, almost revealing a raw material underneath. It looked quite different from the rust on the other vinegar example, even though both pieces were cut from the same original metal.
This is where the magic happened. We chose this area so we can have a controlled environment with little to no sun exposure.
A controlled environment is a place where all our experiments have the same and equal chance to reach their highest potential and succeed.
This is our metal sample after staying for about 2 weeks inside the house. As you can see, the 3 pieces of metal where we successfully removed some of the rust are now showing a strange orange hue. What you're seeing here is oxidation. Oxidation is a chemical reaction between metal, oxygen, and moisture in the air. That orange color, it's just rust starting to form again. Even indoors, it's a sign that rust is gradually coming back. This just shows how persistent oxidation can be when the metal is left unprotected. Unfortunately, it also means that none of our products that we use provided the extra layer of protection that the metal needed to keep from returning. Thank you so much for watching our video to the end. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we did making it.
There were learning opportunities, experiments, and a couple mistakes along the way.
For watching through our entire video and all of our nonsense, we have an award for you. Blimpers! So this is where the magic happened. We chose this area because we could have a controlled environment.
Which means that we all...
Our 5th experiment is baking soda.
We're expecting baking soda to work. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was peeing.
This is where the magic happened. We chose this place so... Sorry. We got distracted.
Okay, restart.
Come on, Lauren. This means that all of our conditions were the same and... Come on.
Do you want me to say baking soda? We're expecting We're expecting baking soda to work okayly.
We don't... You go first.
I don't know. Why do you sound like this? Do I not to go short?
Was it good?